Hey beautiful people, happy Sunday to you. On the menu today, we have a spice apple tart that we're having with our dinner today. But before we do that, let's introduce ourselves. Welcome back to another cooking video with your one and only Clody Cooks in the kitchen. That's what we're talking about. But before we do anything, as per usual, all of the ingredients will be listed in the link below for you. So let's get cooking, beautiful people. Woohoo! Right, let's start off by getting all the flavors onto this apple. I'm using 4 apples. I've got 1 green one and I've got 3 red eating apples in here, and I've sliced them into thin pieces. And to that, I'm going to add a bit of lemon juice. And to the bowl, we're adding 3 tablespoons of sugar. You can use more sugar if you want, but I think that's enough because I'm using jam as well. And let's get to the spices that I'm using. I'm using ground ginger, nutmeg, allspices, and I've got cinnamon, and I've got a pinch of cardamom, pinch of salt, and the zest of 1 lemon. In we go with everything, and we're going to give this a good mix. There you have it, it's all mixed. So I'm going to set that aside and let's roll out the pastry. I've just unrolled this puff pastry, but I think the thickness of it is fine, so I won't need to actually roll it anymore. But we're just going to put it on top of here. And I forgot was to say as well before I put the pastry down on here that I'd grease it with a little bit of oil to prevent the pastry from sticking. So now I'm going to use a fork and I'm just going to prick some holes into this, and I'm going to pop it in the oven. I've already got the oven heating up at 200°C, and I'm just going to pop that in for about 15 minutes or so once I've pricked it. Okay, so we're going to get this in the oven and I will be back in 15 minutes time. Okay, we only needed 10 minutes in the oven with this, and now I'm just going to press it down to squeeze some of the air out of it. And now I've got 2 jams here. I've got some guava jam and I've also got some peach jam here. Right, so I'm just going to mix them, but obviously you can use just one. So I had these in the fridge, so I just thought I would just use them. We're just going to spread it over the base before we start laying down the apple slices on top. And I had in the bowl 1.5 tablespoons each. Again, you decide how much or how little you want. And now we're going to lay the slices on top here. Right, I'm just putting out those little pieces that I've got left over in the bowl, just tucking them in, because this is for us. It's got, you know, it's rustic, you know, so yeah, and you can nibble on the little pieces that's left over. Right, now we're done, and we're going to put that in the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. So, you know, check in after 18 minutes and see, and if it's done, then you take it out. So I'll see you between 18 and 20 minutes time. Okay, this is after 20 minutes and it's very cooked. The apple's very soft, but I'm going to brush them with a little bit of melted butter and a bit more jam. So let's do that. Just going to put a little glaze over the top, but it's very hot at the moment, so I will let it sit until we're ready to have it. and then I will show you how I'm serving this today. Smelling really lovely of all the flavors, the spices. It's really beautiful. So we're just going to let that rest, and I will be back when I'm serving it up. Doesn't it look really pretty? Looks really good, doesn't it? Let's serve up. Woo! Look at that. Does that look beautiful? Yes, time to plate up. We're going to cut a bit of this. Time for some ice cream. Oh my goodness me, look at that. And on the top, a sprinkling of icing sugar. And there you have it, guys. My spiced apple tart and ice cream. Yummy. Look at that. Delicious. Enjoy.